Join us on the Ari'ze Women Network, where our special guests will be speaking about economics, gentrification, colorism, film reviews, health and wellness, reparations, celebrity news, and entrepreneurship. Thank you, and be sure to tune in.
Bad Mrs. throwing raspberry kisses on me. You looking for direction, girl, I feel your vision on me. Just don't let them see you sweating. We ain't supposed to be involved. Knowing when we get it off, girl, I mean it all. Keeping you feeling till you're taken and tossed. And when I'm breaking it off, there's no denying the fact it's wrong. Cause you got a man who probably playing his part. You probably breaking his heart. He trying to figure the reason you're born. Is it cause he's superficial? Or is he too submissive? Or did I come along and hit you with the futuristic? Or is it cause you really couldn't see a future with him? All he bought his paper, never took the time with you to listen. You want it gripped up, flipped and thrown to get stripped and shown the way to get in the zone. Of course, dealing with this, you won't be taking a loss. You need to leave him alone and go with the one who breaking you off. We get started. We get started. We get started. Coming to break you off. We get started. Yeah, coming to break started. We get started. Coming to break you off. Work it out. Work it out. Coming to break you off. Coming to break you off. Rolling down the highway, listening to Sade sing.
Well, hello, and good evening. It is a Thursday evening, and I thought I would do a podcast that is so much needed. Yep, it's so much needed, I tell you. How's everybody doing today? This is Queen Up of Ari'ze Women Network with my weekly Break Me Off podcast. Yeah, this podcast, I'm going to be discussing domestic violence. And as you can see from the title and the picture poster on the video, wow. But as we flow on in, I want you to share this video so we can get others to pile in. We need the women to come on board. Come on in, y'all, and let's discuss this. We need some answers. We really do. There's a lot going on in the news with different rappers who are getting gunned down and women suffering domestic violence, and you know, it's just really sad. Yeah, so I'm gonna talk about the current topics that's been floating around in the news. Trouble, a rapper in Atlanta who recently got killed, and his girlfriend, well, I won't say girlfriend, allegedly, he was caught with her by her alleged ex-boyfriend, Jay Michaels, and a whole fight ensued, and yeah, the rapper Trevor lost his life, and I kind of went back on some videos and I just decided to go back and I like to see what a person, what their history is, how they got to the point of their lives that they arrived in. So I went back and looked at his videos, and yeah, he had bought his mom a house, and that was such a great gesture. But yeah, it's nothing like losing a loved one. And I can't imagine, what his mom is going through, his family is going through. But anyway, we're just going to discuss that. We're going to discuss mostly it seems as though unprotection that we have as women. Who's protecting us? Um, yeah, come on in, y'all. Share this video, and we're gonna get it cracking in a minute. So, just to let you know, Break Me Off is a commentary podcast which uses coarse languages at times. So, warning, coarse language. If you've got sensitive ears, this may not be the podcast for you because I'm going to go in and I'm going to let it all hang out. We got to talk about it and we got to get things right. Things ain't flowing quite right in America. There is a lot of violence against women, black women. They pretty much we get hit from the news when there's bad news, such as domestic violence. Uh, uh, you could just look back, look at the news the last few days. Did you see any news about black women or women in general really getting gunned down or assaulted? No, the news is it's all put together in a nice package so people can not see exactly what's going on, you know. So we're going to talk about that. I want you guys to come in. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Share this videos. That's the only way that we get seen on YouTube. If you don't want us to get pushed down to the point of the feed where you can't find us, hit that notification bell under subscribe, Ari'ze Women Network, under all. Click that little button and you'll get an indication of whenever we go live. So, yes. So I'm going to break you off and I'm going to just hit this song for a little bit while longer, let you guys come in.
Way to smooth operator, move my way. You sitting beside me, looking like Friday. Foster pen, red structure. Look at your body, keep each other thirsty. Kisses like Hershey, but lips to seal. Cause we don't need a controversy. I say I'm in town, you say you want it in the worst way. You probably told your man it was a real birthday. Meanwhile, it's champagne, chilling the ice. You ready for the freakiest things you done in your life? We breaking down like road dogs pulling out. You making sounds like a vibe. Got you reaching your height, prepare for flight. This is your captain, I'm getting strapped in. There's no denying the strength that is attraction, girl. Working with this, you won't be taking the loss. So stop fooling your man and roll with the money, breaking the wall. We get started. Baby, don't you worry about nothing, cause I'm coming to handle you no doubt. Whenever you want that thing you need, that in the age, please, I'm coming over to give it to you, baby. Started, girl, started. Come on, break me,
Okay, I'm going to cut that off. Yeah, we're going to get right into it. Come on in and share this video. Like I say, sit back and we're going to kind of discuss and find out what we're going to do about this situation in America where we are being just plucked off. You can go to the gun memorial and you can see the countless amount of women and men who have been gunned down, either taken out by domestic violence, and it's overwhelming. True enough, we had a few weeks ago where there were shootings, mass shootings, 10 black people in Buffalo, New York, 10, 13 children in Uvalde, Texas. But that does not compare to the amount of people that are losing their lives to domestic violence, mostly women. Okay, so we've got to discuss this. What part of no did he understand? For those of you women who have been in domestic violence altercations, relationships, share with the young women how you got out. They need to know that. How did you get out of that relationship? I can say personally Being I was in a couple of domestic violence relationships. I didn't stay long though. That's one thing about me. I didn't stay long. Uh-uh. I'm not the one. I don't know what it is. I know that my mom didn't. She didn't go for that either. You know, I would say to any woman, it's best to be single instead of being involved in a relationship that is threatening, that is abusive. Um, and abuse comes in different forms. It really does. It comes in different forms, and you've got to be really careful. The little subliminal messages or hints or threats that an abuser can throw out that you can possibly miss. You don't want to miss it. Um, little subtleties. Okay. One of the subtleties that you'll find is that there'll be silence, there'll be a separation from family, um, isolation from family. The abuser sometimes can be depressed and you not know it because people have a way of being working alcoholics, working where they can do a regular 9 to 5 and don't miss a beat, but yet they're depressed and you don't know it because they're working depressed people. And there's a name for it. I have to look it up. Then there's the anger, getting angry over small things. Like, I don't know if you remember the movie with Julia Roberts, but where her partner, he would actually, she'd have to turn the cans of food in a certain direction. The towels had to be hanging in certain directions, or he would just flip off. So anger over small things, threats, takes threats very serious. For instance, go back in the news a week ago where this young rapper, 34-year-old young rapper, I think his last name is Orr, his rapper name is Trouble. Trouble from Atlanta recently got shot and killed allegedly by a young lady whose house he spent the night over. I don't know if he was seeing her, how long he was seeing her, but she had just broken up a week prior to her ex-boyfriend, and word is that she told him to come get his things or whatever, and made his things available for him to pick up. He didn't come that day he was supposed to come, but he came that night. And it just so happened it was the night that she brought this young man over to spend the night. This is all alleged. Even, I'm not accusing and saying who shot who, but this young man, Trouble, rapper from Atlanta, lost his life. This is where we get to the point of where we ask, when does no mean no? When do people take when a person says, "Hey, I don't want to do that. Let's not do that." No, I don't want to be in a relationship with you. Why is it people don't want to, um, take no for an answer? An abuser, you know, what part of no don't you understand? Who's protecting us? Because in a lot of the news that you see about domestic violence, the women have reported their abusers, either went to the police stations or whatever, did a police report, what you call that when they're distanced from you, you can only be a certain amount of distance and all of that. They do all the paperwork and they still wind up on the gun memorial, still wind up as statistics. It's really sad, and we've got to do something about it. We've got to, I can say for myself, I got out of the situation by moving away. A person who was close to me that I thought cared about me, um, actually came to a shelter that I was at with my kids and abused me, jumped on me, pulled the plug out of my hair. See, a lot of times, men, you don't understand what we have women have went through. You know, a lot of women have been physically, emotionally, mentally abused, and it comes and shows up in different ways. But I got myself out of that situation. I moved away, and thank God I did. Now, a lot of people probably don't understand why. Even the loved ones, your kids, they may not understand. Hey, mom, why are we moving again? Get the hell out of there. It don't matter. Tell your kids later. Have a talk with them later that night. Listen, baby, I'm doing this for you and us. I'm doing this for all of us. We've got to get away. That includes taking abuse from strangers, such as the hood, living in the hood. I had to take my sons out of the hood because the hood, young thugs were jumping on them, young youth gang members. I didn't know till recently that my son had told me, Mom, I really went through something with that. He felt like he wanted to do something to the young thugs that had jumped on them. And I'm glad he didn't do what he did. He didn't act out on it. But I remember seeing them coming from school and getting jumped on, and I flew down them stairs like white on rice. I tell you, a mother will protect her cub. A mother will protect her kids. But abuse, I don't do. I don't let my kids do abuse when they were kids. And I pulled us out of the ghetto. I pulled us out of that situation. I left that shelter. And yeah, so you got to do what you got to do, ladies. If that means move away, then move away. Pick up everything, pick up whatever you can, a couple of bags of clothes, and get the hell up out of there, because it's not worth your life. Now, this young lady who was in this relationship with this man, and she let the other man come over and spend the night, and then he lost his life. That was not a good situation. But it's said allegedly that this her ex, it was home invasion where he came in against her will, understanding, and came in and was beating on her. And then this man, rapper Trouble, woke up and I guess discovered what happened. This is all alleged now. Um, but the thing is, in the news, if you can go back and look at the news, there's no report on a young lady getting abused or jumped on. It's all about the rapper. We go under the radar. There is so less of a value put on our heads that the news cycle now, they won't even talk about domestic violence or abuse. We'll have a few stories here and there, but for the most part, our story is not being told the way it should be. Our story is not being told. And then we've got this thing where we have the codependency and trauma bonding. Women, um, we've got to be held responsible. Okay, it's not just all the blame is on the men, and it's not just women who get abused. There are men who get abused too. It could be verbal, it could be emotionally, it could be abusive. We just had something in the news with Kim Fox, state's attorney in Chicago. Husband called the police on her. He said that she slapped him or something. That's all alleged, but yeah, men get abused too, but we don't know what happened with that situation. But as far as women, I'm just going to focus right now. The codependency that we have on these men and these relationships and trauma bonding. I talked about trauma bonding in my last broadcast, where we're bonding to trauma that other people have. We're bonding to their love life, their situation, what happened in their past, or bonding to their uh, mental illness or their family history problems that they had. Codependency is when you try to fix a person's situation or fix them. And 9 times out of 10, it doesn't work. Because you know what? People will only change when they want to change. People have to be responsible for their own mental health and recovery. You know, we can do what we can do to help the person, talk with them, help them to find different resources to go to therapy, things like that. But we can't lead the horse to water. Like they say, we can't make them drink. We can lead them to different ways, but the codependency, sometimes we can make the situation worse. So we've got to allow people to search for their own situation, out of their own situation. We've got to allow people to realize that sometimes the problem is not other people, sometimes it's themselves. We keep attracting the same people, so it's something in us. It's not just the outside. Why are we being attracted to abusive partners? What is it about abusive partners that attracts us? You know, is it self hate? Okay, then we have the, um, situation where we pretty much feel like we have to save the world and we can't do that. Okay, so all across America, there are shelters filled with women and children who are hiding in fear for their lives from men who can't take no for an answer. I'm going to say that again. All across America, there are shelters filled with women and children who are hiding in fear for their lives from men who can't take no for an answer. So, men, I'm going to implore you guys to go to your fellow men, brothers, homies, brothers, sisters, whatever, and talk with them. Tell them, hey, if you feel like you're in a situation where the person don't want you, brother, walk away anyway. There are so many fishes in the seas out there. There are so many women, uh, as opposed to men in the world. For every man, it's probably like 15 or 20 women for every man. So there's other people out there. Just because that person told you no, that's not the end of the world, baby. That's not the end of the world. Okay. So we've got to, like in the situation with the Atlanta rapper Trouble, he had a video when he talked about where he would let a person, uh, get to the point where he just had to be with that person, whatever, and it ain't worth losing your life over. And then he lost his life over another human being, a woman. But he's not at fault. The young man, well, I won't say that. Okay. Word is he has a woman. So his woman is going through grief at the same time of being probably angry that he was found with another woman. So, but the thing is, you can't put yourself in those situations. That's why you got to what they call, what's it called? Where you have to vet a person, you have to get to know them, get to know more about them, their history, their relationship with their mother, the relationship with their sisters and other women and other past relationships. Because people, one thing they do is they have a trend. They will usually repeat themselves. If a man has a bad history with his mother or disrespecting his mother or his baby mama or his past girlfriends or been abusive, 9 times out of 10, he's going to do the same to you unless he has sought therapy and is recovering from that, So, with this, a situation, we want to kind of allow people to be people, allow them to be human. Nobody's perfect, you know, but we've got to stop bonding to trouble, bonding to trauma, bonding to people's past history or problems, mental illness. People have to be responsible for getting their own help, you know, get the help that they need. So, what part of no didn't he understand? There's so much domestic violence in America that we really need to come together, sit down and have a talk with these young girls, get them young while they in fourth, fifth, sixth grade, because after that they pretty much they flying, baby. They with their groups, they with their little gangs, or they with their little girls, and they are learning from the streets or they're learning from social media. And we know how fast social media works. The first thing people do when they get up in the morning is pick up their phones. I know because I do it. I do it usually to do my little biz thing, or encouragement or affirmations, or just to listen to some good music, or, post something positive. But that's the first thing that these young people are doing. They're picking up and their phones in the morning. Their phones are, their heads are buried in their phones, looking, scrolling down social media, seeing who shot who or who did who, or the newest celebrity news, what's Justin Bieber doing, and what Aaliyah and Rihanna, not Aaliyah, rest her soul, Aaliyah, rest her soul, what Rihanna and Beyonce and all of them and Jay-Z, they're looking at the celebrities, they're comparing their life with theirs, which is very, very dangerous, because a lot of these celebrities are not even living like you think they're living. They're just living like normal people. Especially, I'm told these young rappers that are getting started out, they're buying these fake chains and things like that until they can build themselves up and make more money and buy the real jewelry. Yeah, so a lot of what they see, they're comparing their lives to, but we got to get the young people early. Like I say, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh grade, and let them know, hey, baby, love yourself. Look in the mirror and say, I love me. Because a lot of these young girls, like myself, are growing up fatherless. Fathers are either in jail or on the street, or just trying to survive themselves. And they're missing that father figure. They're missing that love. They're missing that father that will look at their daughter and say, hey, baby, you're so beautiful, I love you. They're missing that. So they're seeking that in other men. And it could be older men who wind up taking advantage of them. It could be men they meet on the internet who wind up trafficking them, kidnapping them, abusing them, and ultimately taking their lives. Watch these tablets that y'all giving to these kids. Put that child lock on there, because there are a lot of perverts out there that will be there right on their page. Talking about, oh yeah, you look pretty. Tell them all the things that their father would normally be telling them if they had a father figure in the home. Who's protecting us? Who is protecting us? Because, like I say, you can go to the popo, to the station, and do your little police report and the distance of what the perpetrator and abuser is supposed to, not come such and such distance and all of that. In the end, you still got to wind up protecting yourself, because the police will only get there a certain amount of time or whatever. And sometimes they get there and sometimes they let the person go. But sometimes they'll take them in and then they get released back out on the street. So I say, strap up, have whatever protection you can have on you, baby. Like one of my YouTubers said, he said, try not to walk out and go to the store and have your hands filled with stuff. Both of your arms should not be filled with things. If you got groceries, yeah, have groceries in that one hand, and the other hand, have that hand on that purse, cocked and ready, baby. Do what you got to do, okay? Because you got to protect yourself, okay? This creep that shot up all those 10 people in Buffalo, New York. What if a person had one of those choppers was strapped and ready? They could have took his little butt down before he shot 10 people. Those are 10 lives that are gone. Senior citizens, elders, People that were just working a normal work day on a Saturday. People doing their normal shopping on a Saturday. He took 10 black people out and told the white guy, "Oh, I'm sorry," when he aimed at him and went for other people shooting him. So if one person was strapped and ready, they could have took his little butt out. Yeah, so now we gotta wait another 1 or 2 years to see what they'll do with him. Is he gonna plead mental insanity and all of that? You know, I'm really tired of it. I don't even want to even see the faces of those mass shooters, the ones that survived, while they're living off taxpayers' money. Well, it costs what 100? What they say, 147,000 a year to house an inmate. So then they get to live off the taxpayers' money and eat up the jailhouse food and sit and watch the internet. I don't know, do they have internet in jail? They get their phones, some of them, get to be on social media. It's just crazy. So, yeah, who's protecting us? You better protect yourself, baby. And tell these young girls, love yourself. Don't sit up and take no abuse from a man. Look at the cover picture on this video. This woman is very sad. And I want to say this picture I'm using was off the internet. I'm in no way trying to infringe. 1976 Copyright Act of 107 is for fair use, just to, narrow it down for fair use for research, commentary, education, criticism, not intended to infringe on. But yeah, look at that picture and who wants to be crying? Who wants to be sad? Because someone is not happy with themselves, so they're going to be abusive or jealous. Nobody wants to live like that. I want you guys to support my channel, Ari'ze Women Network, Cash App, Queen F at $ Queen F Ari'ze #3. It takes a lot of work to put into these videos and, even just downloading the pictures and editing them and getting all the recording and the sound and editing right. But yeah, so enough about that. Oh my God, it's just so much going on in the news. We've got Monique and Netflix settlement. Monique, the comedian, and Netflix has settled. I don't quite understand what it means. And just, when I read the article, and there's an article on the HollywoodReporter.com, you can go to there and see. It's just, it doesn't, to me, it's saying that, they pretty much have settled, but it doesn't look like a dollar amount or anything. I think it's a hush hush. It says the matter has been amicably resolved. Netflix did not respond to a request for comment from the Hollywood Reporter. But at the very most, they've settled. My hope is that Monique will be invited to, go ahead and do a comedy stand-up. She's very talented. She's been through a lot all these years. Put all of that other stuff behind her with BL and all of that. Put it behind you, Monique. Even with whatever your sister come forth and saying things about you, let it go and do you, baby. Do you, continue to your husband. I'm glad that he's still standing behind her, and she's getting a lot of flack because her husband is her manager. Leave that woman alone and let her do her. What she did mostly was for other comedians and artists not to be taken advantage of. And for that, she took a hit in her salary and in her career. For that, she's to be commended. Netflix gone and give her a deal. Give her a couple of million and let her close. Let her close the show. Monique said she don't close. She don't open for nobody. Go ahead on, girl. Anyway, I want you guys to promote your product. We've got opportunities for you to advertise on Arise Women Network. Let me take this off about Monique. I don't know why nobody's really you've got to understand, you've got to promote or advertise your product for people to know that you're out there. Okay. So Rise Women Network will promote your product. All you've got to do is hit us up, hit Queen F on Facebook. I'm on Instagram under Queen_Neff. On Facebook under Queen F Smothers. And we promote you for not only Black History Month, excuse me, Black Music Month, which is June. We'll promote you for the next 3 months or $90. And check this out. June is Black Music Month. We are trained to be consumers, not producers. However, time is money, but unlike money, you can never get it back. Invest in your business, passion, time. We are launching an Ari'ze Network Biz Directory Kickoff 2022 for Black Music Month. Founding fathers and mothers of Kemet intercessors, founding leaders, queens and kings, ambassador sponsors, manifestation elders, chiefs and priestesses, mixers and influencers, social media influencers, aromatherapy, crystals to recharge and connect, conscious content creators, music indie artists, Afro beats, house music, video editors, graphic designers, donors, community partners, philanthropists, powerhouses partners, shopping while black contributors, donors, music documentary, artists profiles, and events. Promote your passion music, podcast, streaming service, YouTube channel, on various social media platforms on the Ari'ze Women Network channel. June is Black Music Month. Biz Directory Kickoff 2022. Don't let the greed monsters fool you. Promotions and advertising does not have to be expensive. Email us at justchillinmore@gmail.com for the Ari'ze Network Directory, banners, social media advertising, YouTube channel advertising on the Ari'ze Women Network channel. Thank you and be blessed. Don't miss out on this promotion and advertising opportunity for very minimal fee. The Ari'ze Network Directory. June is Black Music Month. Be sure to email us at justchillinmore@gmail.com or DM Queen F. Be blessed.
get it off, girl, I mean it all. Keeping you feeling till you're taking it tossed. And when I'm breaking it off, there's no denying the fact it's wrong. Cause you got a man who probably playing his part. You probably breaking his heart. He trying to figure the reason you gone. Is it cause he's superficial? Or is he too submissive? Or did I come along and hit you with the futuristic? Or is it cause you really couldn't see a future with him? All he bought his paper, never took the time with you to listen.
All right, all right. So I am back. I am back, and I just want to know with the new Bill Cosby trial, when does it end? This is the other news. We're gonna just kind of talk about a few other news that's in the, you know, trending, whatever. Here we go again. Another woman has come forth saying Bill Cosby did something to her, and which, you know what? I have no dog in this fight. I don't know if it happened or not. I don't know how true it is, but this woman has never come forth ever, allegedly, and here she comes. Okay. Now, this is the part that really pisses me off. For the women that have been sexually abused and raped, um, and I know something about that. This pisses me off that people, if you're not gonna go come forth when it happens or sometime within that future, near future, and you come 20, 40, 50 years later, sit your ass down as far as I'm concerned. That's the way I feel about it. This man is 80 something years old. He's probably don't have that much time to go. He hasn't killed anybody, nobody died. Um no one's found in the no one's found in the river. Um, yeah, Bill did something wrong. He gave women tonic drinks allegedly, and that I don't agree with. Even touching somebody when they say no, no does mean no, Bill. Now I'll say that to you personally, but Bill is not perfect. Bill is just like all of us. We've all done something that we were ashamed of. But now this new news with a new woman coming talking about he did something to her. I wish they would go away. Please go away and just deal with it privately. Get you an attorney, do your little trial. We don't need to see the open trial and none of that. Let that man die alone with his wife. If his wife don't have nothing to say about it, let them settle out of court. We don't want to see it. We don't want to see it because you know what? With all this money being shipped to different countries, um, all the censorship and things like that, and America is inflation and the gas prices out the roof, and food, the shelves are near, almost empty in some places, stores. And then we've got in the news today 10,000 cattle were found dead in some town in Kansas, I think. So, okay, the price of beef is definitely going up, y'all. So, we've got other things that we have concern about. Okay, I don't want to hear anything about Bill Cosby, so please stop it. Please stop, and please don't share anything about it. We've got other things, mental illness, and these people killing one another, mass shootings, domestic violence, um, black women going under the radar, not being shown on the news that they are being abused and killed. The gun memorial, you can go online and see that people are dying from guns, and it's not just I'm not with the take the guns from the people thing, because people I think need to protect themselves. But all these AK-15s and all this, why do people need that unless they're actually hunting? And I don't even agree with hunting animals down like that. But but don't take the guns away from people, because we need to take these mass shooters out when they start shooting. How about that? Yeah, so who's protecting us? Please, please, ladies, protect yourself. Carry you some mace. Watch behind you. Try to walk in pairs, be in pairs, and no flashy jewelry. Because now the smash and grabs they're doing in Chicago and LA, people are hungry out there and they will take from you. They will take from I think at this point they mama if they hungry. It's getting to the point where people gonna yeah, they gonna feed their kids, so they're gonna do what they gotta do. Yeah, so I'm gonna wrap this up. Yeah. Protect yourselves, ladies. Keep, men too. There are men that get abused, emotionally, verbally, whatever. All the look for the signs. Stay on your P's and Q's. Any threats, take seriously. Please take threats seriously. If you have to go into a domestic violence shelter, do that and take your kids with you. We got this fool, guy that killed his three kids the other day in the news. They were toddlers, like 2, 4, and 6, something like that, years old. And he drowned all three of them. The mother came to pick them up because they were estranged from each other. They were separated, and it was his time to have the kids, and the kids were found drowned. She found her three kids. So, people have trauma. You don't know what a person is going through, so please be kind to others. You have no idea what people are going through. Absolutely no idea. So please be kind. Listen to some good therapeutic music, meditation music. For people, the abusers out there, please get yourself some therapy. Talk about what you're going through. A lot of people have been in the military suffering from PTSD. A lot of people lived in the ghetto suffering from PTSD. Um, a lot of people have trauma in their lives that they've never addressed. Please talk about it. Please get you a therapist. Please get someone you can talk to. Check on your happy, smiley, go lucky, funny friends. Because sometimes those are the ones who are depressed and who are going through but won't talk about it. Please be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification bell so you can get an alert every time we go live or do a video. Okay, because I need more likes, I need more subscribers so that I can one day monetize. We can bring on more vloggers, um, YouTubers to come on and join in our conversation, do panels. Let's get to these solutions and get out of the problem. If you know somebody is considering suicide, depressed, suffering from mental illness, contact the Suicide Prevention Hotline, 800-273-8255. Be sure to support my channel so that I can continue to bring people on and improve the channel and do documentaries and other positive things, support at $ Queen of Ari'ze #3. And I'm going to end this live video, and I'm going to ask that everybody please share, like, and subscribe to the channel. And you be blessed. Join us on the Ari'ze Women Network, where our special guests will be speaking about economics, gentrification, colorism, film reviews, health and wellness, reparations, celebrity news, and entrepreneurship. Thank you, and be sure to tune in. June is Black Music Month. We are trained to be consumers, not producers. However, time is money, but unlike money, you can never get it back. Invest in your business, passion, time. We are launching an Ari'ze Network Biz Directory Kickoff 2022 for Black Music Month. Founding fathers and mothers of Kemet intercessors, founding leaders, queens and kings, ambassador sponsors, manifestation elders, chiefs and priestesses, mixers and influencers, social media influencers, aromatherapy, crystals to recharge and connect, conscious content creators, music indie artists, Afro beats, house music, video editors, graphic designers, donors, community partners, philanthropists, powerhouses partners, shopping while black contributors, donors, music documentary, artists, profiles, and events. Promote your passion music, podcast, streaming service, YouTube channel, on various social media platforms on the Ari'ze Women Network channel. June is Black Music Month. Biz Directory Kickoff 2022. Don't let the greed monsters fool you. Promotions and advertising does not have to be expensive. Email us at justchillinmore@gmail.com for the Ari'ze Network directory, banners, social media advertising, YouTube channel advertising on the Ari'ze Women Network channel. Thank you and be blessed. Don't miss out on this promotion and advertising opportunity for very minimal fee. The Ari'ze Network Directory. June is Black Music Month. Be sure to email us at justchillinmore@gmail.com or DM Queen F.